Y'all, I'm on my way to Charlotte, North Carolina. Actually finishing up the drive I made from Pennsylvania. I've been driving for about 7-8 hours now. Ready to be done with it, god damn it. But I had a lot of time today. And, you know, along this drive and me coming back, I sit here and I watched a podcast video, the Joe Budden's podcast, and they were talking about the issue between No Name and J. Cole. Now, some of you that watch my shit and keep up with me, mad love to you if you do. No, I made a video called J. Cole versus No Name. I put that up on my live channel because at the time, this channel was suspended. I put that video up on that channel, and I just wanted to see, you know, what these motherfuckers had to say because I had time. And I'm sitting here listening to this shit. And I'm listening to it, and they get into the conversation, and I witnessed two black men decide to take the side of J. Cole. While, and this is the issue, the main issue I have, while the two caves that were there were taking the side of black women. Do y'all know how fucking embarrassing that was? I mean, I almost turned this shit off, honestly. But I said, no, I'm gonna watch it all the way through. I had to stomach the whole thing. That shit, it made me feel so disgraced for my people, for my men, black men. It made me feel disgraced for black women. Because I'm sitting here watching Joe Budden, and I think his name is Rory, and his two cave white men sitting here saying, well, they understand where black women were coming from. They understood the fact that with all that is going on out here, J. Cole decided to come out and make a song about a black woman. Now, this is in spite of everything that be going on out here. J. Cole decides to come out and make a song about a black woman in her tone. To me, if you can't see what black women would be saying, because on my video, if you watched it, I didn't know what black women were necessarily saying at the time, but that's the same shit I said. How the fuck can all this shit be going on and your target is a tweet by a no name, by a black woman who actually speaks up for your motherfucker, for black people? That is your target. That is who you decide to make a song about, not none of anything else that's going on. And for two black men to sit here and make the case for J. Cole. J. Cole didn't do anything wrong. They don't understand what everybody's talking about. They don't understand the problem black women have. This is one of the things that black women criticize black men on. And I can't sit here and say it's not relevant, because you niggas are so fucking disgraceful at times, it doesn't make any sense. And this was so trash because two white men were sitting here giving the black woman's side or seeing the black woman's side, while two black men gonna sit here and act like they don't know what the fuck going on because they like J. Cole. How can you not see how ridiculous that is? We are at war. And your target is a black woman? Too many black men sit around acting like that. Too many. And I go to the fucking comments, and the black men in the comments saying the same shit. Yeah, man, J. Cole, I don't know what. I don't see nothing wrong with what he said. Really? You can't come out of your dumbass box and even just look at how ridiculous that is for his target to be a black woman of everything that's going on. Because of her tone. He said he too fucking stupid. He too dumb. He not studied enough to really come out here and make a hard stance. So he keep his mouth shut. Really? Y'all black men let him get away with that? Because when I made my video, I had black men hit me up. Rob, man, I don't agree with you, man. That's, like, what the fuck you mean you don't agree? The only reason you don't agree is because it's a black woman. That's why you don't agree. And any chance you get to be against a black woman, you're going to take it. And you see nothing wrong with that. You see nothing wrong with the fact that you even want to do that. When you look at the timing, everything that's going on, this is the George Floyd protest and all this stuff is going on. We're dealing with police brutality, which again, I don't think we should just deal with police brutality, but we're dealing with all of this. And this motherfucker comes out here and make a song about No Name and how he shouldn't be expected to be an activist or be smart because he don't know what the fuck going on. And he did that in response to a tweet that No Name made. And you niggas is cool with that. The only reason you're cool with that is because he decided to be against a black woman. And black women see that. They see that. This is when they talk about that they don't get no protection. This is the type of shit they're talking about. You won't even protect them online, my nigga. You won't even stand up for black women online. Now they made a conversation about canceling J. Cole. To me, it has nothing to do with canceling J. Cole as opposed to criticizing J. Cole as to why this? Why this? Why is she the target? Of all the targets you can have, why is she your target? Or not even, just her tweet and what she's trying to say, what she's saying about you, and you talking about her damn tone. How the fuck did I watch two white men stand up for black women while the fucking black men sit there and act like they didn't even know what the fuck was going on? That shit was fucking disgusting, disgraceful. And this is how you niggas act. Like somehow there's another woman made out here that's gonna stand up for you. That's really fucking happening. You'll talk about sexy black women are. How thick that ass is. It's thick, ain't it? I know. Outside of that, you have nothing. You don't want to defend. You don't want to stand up for. You don't even see the reason to. Black women see that shit. Who else has ever supported you? Who the fuck else? But no black women or no black woman seems to be worthy to be defended. Now understand, because this is I need everybody to understand this. This is not about being a black woman pacifist. Understand that I believe that black women should be able to be criticized. I'm not with the whole, the black woman has no flaw. The black woman is God. Based on my observations and my research, the black woman is coon. Now understand, I'm not singling out black women by saying that. I'm saying that I say that black people have a 99% coon rate. That's just the reality. We're self-hating ass, selling out ass, can't see the big picture, ignorant ass, white acceptance seeking people. And when I say people, I deal with us as a team. I deal with us as mother and father who has child raised as coon because of mother and father are also coons. That's what I'm dealing with. Prideless motherfuckers. So I deal with us like that, and many people disagree with that. Because to many people, the logic is, it should be black women versus black men. We got to figure out who is the most self-hatingest, and I'm not going to do that with people. I'm not here for that. That's counterproductive in my opinion. I'm not here for that. Black men and women are coons. Simple to me. Easy for me to approach a topic. Because I'm not here to say, well, you don't see black men doing A, B, C, D. Well, you don't see black women doing A, B, C, D. No, I'm not here for that. I'm here to say, y'all black folk are fucking prideless. And your behaviors are, a lot of them are trash. It is what it is, right? I'm not here to Derek Jackson black women because I think that's just as counterproductive. It's not my job. So we're not even talking about being critical. We're talking about, on every instance that I see a lot of times on social media, you'll have black men that will take the side against black women. Or they'll go to the extremist route where black women are above reproach. You can't say nothing to them. They don't ever coon. The only coons that exist in society are black men. And I can't do that. That's ridiculous. I can't do that. What I can see is that black women say that black men aren't protecting them. And I know if you won't do it online, you're damn sure not going to do it in real life. They don't get our support as much as they should. They don't. These are facts. Too many black men are willing to stand across from black women versus black women. Too many of us are. These are facts. I can't deny that. Because a lot of times, hell, you know, it'd be very small pockets of black men standing up for black women. A lot of times. And I guess it puts me in a tough position. Because I'm going to stand up for my people. Woman, man, and child. I think that's, if you're calling yourself, you know, being a voice, that's the angle you should take. Now, many people don't take that angle. Many people pick one side or another. I think that's counterproductive. But black people seem to like that. Black women love when there are black women who will trash black men. They'll congregate and flock to these types of channels and these types of voices. Black men love when black men are tearing down black women. They flock to these channels. They flock to these types of voices. I think something wrong with niggas. This is why I say 99% of black folk is coons. The fact that even appeals to us, even in wartime. I mean, we're in full-blown wartime, and this is the type of rhetoric that appeals to our people. That's problematic for me. When I made my video about No Name and J. Cole, I had so many black men hit me up like, man, Rob, you out of line on this one. And the only reason I'm out of line is because I'm standing up for black women. A lot of times I'm going to be out of line if I'm standing up for black women. That's just what it is. I'm out of line for standing up for black women. But that's what I'm going to do. I guess I'll live outside of the motherfucking lines then. Because I'm not going to throw my only support system that I've ever had. Why the fuck am I going to disparage them? Even from a logical, practical standpoint, what the fuck do you niggas be thinking? Who else coming to stand up for you? That doesn't make any sense to me. Same thing I say to black women when they decide that they're going to just disparage black men. Who else coming? Lady? Ma'am? Who coming? Who else? Who else has ever? I want y'all to ponder on these questions. Like, who else has ever? You name me somebody else has ever. And I'm sitting here looking at this shit, man. I'm sitting here like, this is just seeing those two white men be understanding of the perspective that black women are coming from. Because they weren't disparaging all black men. They simply said J. Cole is out of line for this. It makes no sense that he would do this. And to that point, I agree. Makes no sense for no black man to be sitting out here disparaging black women, and we at full-blown wartime. We trying to get shit done. Y'all not gonna get shit done separately. It's not gonna happen. A black woman, and particularly a black woman like that, who uses her voice. I may not agree with everything she did. Now, I've heard since this she's apologized to J. Cole, they patched it up or some shit like that. They came together. I wouldn't agree with that. Motherfucker, I'm not going to apologize to you because you feel offended by something that I tweeted, and I'm not going to apologize to you for that. And you was wrong as hell because there's too many things that you could be talking about instead of talking about what a black woman's saying, as she doesn't disparage you. Because she said rappers. She didn't even say just male rappers. Now I understand that the industry is more male rappers, but she said rappers. There aren't too many would-be conscious female rappers. I think one of the only ones may be Rhapsody. There aren't too many other ones that's doing it like that. But I'm not going to apologize. So I disagree with her apologizing. But understand, black man, I know the inner coon within you is always fighting to be up front, always fighting to be your voice. I understand the struggle you may be in. It's easy to target black women. It's easy to make targets of black women. It's easy to talk about black women. But that's the only teammate you got. They're the only ones. I understand criticism. I get criticism. But what I see a lot of times is that black men end up being on the side of the attacker. Whoever it is, whether it would be a J. Cole who's a half cave. Hell, J. Cole could have been fully black. J. Cole could have been anybody. And black men would have still sided with him just because they're against, he would be against black women. That's the problem. And seeing such a disgraceful, just seeing that, man. And seeing the comments, and nobody had an issue with that. Now, I left a comment. Now, I ain't do no whole lot. I'm not into typing out whole goddamn 4-page letters and shit. But I did say how disgraceful it was for me to see two black men sit here and coon like they were cooning. Because they like J. Cole. He's a good guy. That doesn't mean he wasn't out of line. Period. Black women talk about their protection. They talk about the fact that we don't hear anything they have to say. And now some of these black women, they say shit that's so vile and ridiculous. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit anyway. Nobody wants to hear from you, ma'am. You mad? Yeah, just have a seat. Just sit this one out. But the logic of our people to divide up into groups. Well, you have extreme black women saying all this ridiculous shit about black men, and you'll have extreme black men saying all this ridiculous shit about black women. All this stuff goes in together because that's what's going to cause these black men out here to not see that the coon within them is winning. That motherfucker is winning. Because you don't even see nothing wrong with what you're doing. You want to send me messages, call me a simp, and all this other stupid ass shit. But I would challenge you, before you do this, before you call me any goddamn thing, before you have any disagreements, tell me what group of women has ever stood on the front lines with you, and most times standing on the front lines for you. Who are these people? Did I miss them? Because y'all will come out and cape for white hoes. Right? Your caves will start flapping for, your capes will start flapping for the caves, but when it comes to your own women, whoever's against her, yeah, they right, man. These bitches, boy, I tell you what, they always talking, running their motherfucking mouth. You can't say shit to them without them sitting here acting like can't nobody even criticize them. Well, you gotta do more than criticize. You gotta do a little bit more than that. Because who else stood with you? Can she have some credit for that? Since you won't give her credit for birthing you, that's not enough for you niggas. Can she have credit for being the only woman that have ever in history stood up beside you, stood in front of you, stood wherever the fuck you needed her to be? She's been there. Can she get some credit for that? Because raising you that don't matter to a lot of y'all niggas. Or you'll make it seem like, well, that's just my mama. She's amazing. The rest of these hoes ain't shit. Some of you have issues that you have with your mama. Or the women you chose to make mamas. You got issues with them. So you'll come out here and project that onto everybody else. Right? We have to be more mindful. Because y'all are proving black women right. When they say that ain't no protection going on out here. Black men couldn't even stand up with no name. Like, J. Cole, you out of line, bro. That's all it takes. You don't necessarily have to take the hardest stance against him, cancel him and all that. But nigga, you out of line. And I'm here to tell you out of line. I'm going to tell you how you out of line. And that's just it. We won't even do that for black women. But that's all the fuck I wanted to say, man. It just, when I saw Joe Buttons, you're a fucking coon, Joe. You are a coon. Rory, you're a fucking coon. Now, that doesn't really matter because 99%, so you gotta look at that like, that's kind of most niggas. When it comes down to it, they are gonna be on some coon shit. Y'all some fucking coons, man. And that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing to watch. It was disgraceful, man. It was disgraceful. And it just pissed me the fuck off. That's all it did for me. It made me mad. And put me in a position that black women be in. Well, I can't sit here and say I don't see what they're talking about. Because I do. I want to be able to be like, man, y'all tripping. But I can't. I can't. I can't do that. And for me to do that would be disingenuous. I see it. And it's up to us as black men to correct it. You don't have to be on your black woman is God, all that perfect shit. You don't got to do all of that. But this is a simple, J. Cole, you're wrong, bro. This doesn't make any sense. There's so many things you could be calling out right now as opposed to calling out a black woman. And too many of us do that. But y'all like, share, subscribe. Links to follow me on social media in the description box. Black first, second, and third. And we understand that this ain't about kissing the black woman's ass. This ain't about that. Because I'm not going to do that. I've lost to many of black women because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you know that you own some coon shit if you own some coon shit. I'm not going to play the game with you. I'm not going to make you feel like, well, only black men are coons. Because that's a lot of times that's what black women like that better. All cooning is, black men is because y'all coon, so, it ain't the black woman's fault. Well, yeah, it is. So we not gonna kiss no ass, but I'll be damned if somebody gonna be out of line And I'm going to sit here and side with them over my women. That doesn't make any sense. And we don't do that shit over here. It's ridiculous. Nobody ever stood for your bitch ass, black man. Never happened. And if you want to flip this thing over, if y'all want to leave in the comment section to me, black women, what man has ever stood up or protected you at all other than black men? Who's doing? I mean, we need. I want to get some clear, like, who's doing this stuff? Because to me, when I look out here, I only see us. It's only gonna be us. And that's the reality we need to deal with, and we need to try to bring each other together. And if that's not what you're doing, then you're anti-black. That's how I feel. If this is just about a conversation on, well, who cooning the most and who the, no, 99% of all black people. All. So any conversation about the competition that we have in this, you know, it's anti-black. And if you B123, we're not anti-black over here. We're a team. We're trying to bring our people together. We all could be doing a whole lot better. And that's just what it is. Black men, tighten the fuck up. Like, come on. Well, the display I saw was disgraceful, and that shit has to stop. Seriously. It has to stop. Black women cannot. It's ridiculous for black women to be the only enemy that you decided that you have. That's all the fuck I want to say. Shout out to Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.